Hi everyone, it's Erin from Awakening Personal Power, and I wanted to come on live today to talk about freedom. It's something that I've been thinking about a lot for the past couple days. Um, it's just something that's come into my awareness, and it's given me a huge opening into expansion for myself, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So, this idea that freedom is an inside job is based on the true freedom that we can experience is when we know our emotions are completely independent of what's happening in our outside circumstances. That to me is true freedom. So, you know, if you think about what's happening right now, there's a lot of things that are just that's how they are. Like we're in a pandemic, we're being asked to keep our physical distance. There's all sorts of things that are just that's what's so, right? We could all agree upon that. And within that, we have a limitless range of options to where we can choose our particular perspective on what is. So if you imagine a line that just like extends out in both directions for as long as you can possibly imagine, and on one end, it has perspectives that are negative emotions, and they get more and more and more and more negative feeling as we think them. And then you look at the other end of the spectrum, and it's all these positive emotions that get more and more positive the more you feel those emotions. Hi, Deb. How are you? So you think about this limitless amount of perspectives that we have the options to choose in either direction. Okay. So let's say let's look at this one piece of it that we're keeping our physical distance. So how do you choose a perspective that feels good? So if you look at the limitless perspectives, in the beginning, you might have a negative reaction to what's happening, and you might be choosing a negative perspective because that's what you just automatically think. So when that perspective comes up, if you look at it and you say, okay, this isn't really how I want to think. What's a way that I can look at the situation that's a little bit more on the side of feeling good? So it could be something kind of neutral like, hey, this situation kind of sucks, but I'm going to try to see the best in what's happening. So you can start to look for what's happening that actually serves you. So once you start pointing your mind in that direction, your mind starts to hone in on the things that feel really, really good about the situation that's happening. So when that happens, your mind starts to get more detailed and you start to think of other things that would really serve you about the situation. Like, hey, you know what? I'm spending time at home, but that's actually a really good thing because I'm getting to transform my career, or I'm getting to, I talked to a friend the other day. He's like, I have been doing a workout every single day since it started, and he's loving it. He's getting his body into tip-top shape. So you can start thinking about those things that are really, really serving you and really, really benefiting you. And the more detailed you get, the stronger that positive emotion is going to be. So you start off with this limitless number of perspectives that you can choose. And in your freedom is to be able to choose the one that feels good by starting off really general and then going further and further and further in more and more detail until the emotion builds to a positive momentum. So if you put that subject aside and you don't think about it, the next time it comes up into your experience, instead of a reaction that's negative, you now are going to react in a positive way because you've literally installed in yourself a new perspective about the situation. Your brain actually uses the neurons from the old perspective and reprograms those neurons into the new perspective, and it locks in when the emotion hits. So the stronger you feel that emotion, the easier it is to actually recall that perspective. This is something I learned as a teacher. If you want to have students remember things, tie it into a strong emotion, and then they can recall it more quickly. So you create this positive emotion around these different things that are what's so or what is, and then you continue to create those until that just becomes your automatic response. So, hey Liz, hey Jenny, hello Robin, Kyle, are you still watching? It's good to see you guys. I hope everyone's doing good, being well and staying safe. So yeah, I know that for me, the biggest thing that hit me when we had to lock down in LA is, oh, I love and miss you too, Liz. was not being able to work out anymore. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? I can't work out for a month. And this was before I even knew that this could be extended. So, you know, I just was in a really bad mood about it. And I started to kind of choose a perspective that I thought might work. And I was like, you know what? Maybe this is a perfect chance to just rest my body. And I really got into this mode of just rest and relax. I mean, I literally have been working out every single day for the last 25 plus, probably 30 years. And just to be able to relax and rest felt so good and so nice, and allowed me to take a new perspective on what working out meant to me and the place that it had in my life. So now I'm listening to my body, and I'm getting ready to start working out again. So we'll see what happens with that and how I create that. But so that's it. Freedom is an inside job. Choose your own perspective. Choose from the limitless perspectives that we have options to. You can choose whatever one you feel is in alignment with the emotion that you want to experience. And that is true freedom. So I'm wishing you guys an awesome night. I hope everyone is safe and well, and I will see you next time. Bye. Bye, Liz. So happy you came on. Bye, everybody. Bye, Jenny. Bye, Robin. Bye, Trent. Bye, Kyle. Bye, Deb.